guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marissa here. We are back with another college video. So today I am providing some tips for college freshmen. So as a freshman, college is so new to you. You knew what high school was like. You knew that you were kind of at the top of the food chain, and now you're back to the bottom, which even though food chains don't really exist in college, but when you go in not knowing anyone, that's kind of how you feel. So let me start off by saying that no one is looking at you, watching you. Everyone is doing their own thing. No one is going to look at you, think poorly of you because you're a freshman. Like, that does not happen. So with that being said, let's jump into my actual tips. Let's go. Okay, one, this might be obvious or not obvious, but prioritize school. You are there to study and learn and become a better person. Yes, social life is essential to your well-being, making friends, that is all important. But first off, you are there for an education. You are there to learn, do your homework, study. So please give it your best shot. Really take school seriously. Next, the best study tactic is to do 45 and 15. Set a timer for 45 minutes and do as much work as you can in that 45 minutes. Anything that you think of a distraction, write it down and then go right back to studying. And then once those 45 minutes are over, you get a 15-minute break. And during that 15-minute break, you can do anything that you want. But I really recommend touching upon the list that made you think of distractions. Do those first, then have free time, whether it be on your phone, go to the bathroom, get a drink, anything. That is your time. And then once you do that cycle twice, you get a half-hour break. Next tip, your professor is not scary. Your professors are there to help you. They love their job. Like, they are so excited to teach you about what they know about. This is like their livelihood. They've studied their entire lives about this one subject. Okay, so my next tip is to introduce yourself to your academic advisor. They're gonna recommend that you do that anyway, and actually do it. Just go in and say hi and like tell them what your hopes and dreams are, you know? No, I'm kidding. Tell them what you want from this. Like, why are you here? Like, you came to college for a reason. Like, why do you want to be here? Or why are you forced to be here, you know, depending on your point of view. Tell them what you want to be as a job someday. Like, ask them questions about your major, ask them questions about classes. They'll know. That is their job. So take advantage of their friendliness. They want to help you. They want to help you graduate on time. Be open with them and tell them right away if you have plans to study abroad or you want to do a minor sometime. They'll tell you the best way to get there in their right time frame. Because no one wants to be there for longer than 4 years, believe me. No one can afford to be there for longer than 4 years. Next is to join a club. I know everyone tells you that, but join a club. I don't know how they're going to be this year with Corona. They might be virtual clubs, which I know kind of takes away from it, but it's still a good way to get involved, a good way to meet upperclassmen, a good way to see and feel out the vibe of your school. And if there's no club that you're really interested in, but you have an idea for one, start one. All clubs had to come from somewhere, right? So if you have a great idea for a club and it's not currently around, there are ways to make your club come to life. So either make your own club or join a club. At least go to a couple meetings, to a couple different clubs, and then end up sticking with one or two of them. Find out your favorites, find out what you like, what you don't like. Clubs can be fun. I'm a part of the student programming board at my school, and we help plan events. Last year I was in and out of it kind of, but this year I really want to get more involved in it, and it was fun. We saw Aladdin. The other day trips, they went hiking one time. Hiking's not really my thing, but they did that, and that seemed like fun. They have things on campus, things off campus. They will take you there for free. So take advantage of that. It's fun. A big college staple is puppy yoga. So if you're interested in that, a lot of clubs put on puppy yoga, and sign up and go. It's free. It's fun. You get to see a bunch of puppies run around. There's actually barely any yoga. They try, but the puppies get too excited and they just want to be held by everyone. So they're so cute. They're normally like puppies that are for adoption. So they are more than happy to cuddle with you. So they're fun. Next is to stay healthy. I know that's kind of like an obvious one, but really make sure that you're getting enough sleep, that you're eating correctly. I know once you get to school, it's like a big array of a buffet and you're like, oh my God, I can eat everything and anything I want. Make sure you're not overworking yourself. Like, take time for you too. Like, it's okay to say no to things if you're not up for it. Accept the free things that colleges give you. You will never get anywhere as many free things as you will in college, whether it be t-shirts, water bottles, free like events to go to, like plays. Again, Corona is kind of hindering my next tip a little bit, especially if you're doing online classes. or if you have to sit like 6 seats apart. But during normal times, I would recommend talking to the people next to you in class, just because even if they're not your best friend, like people in your classes don't have to be your best friend. But if you have an awareness of who's around you and like make casual talk, it makes classes a lot easier. Because then if you're absent or have a question, you can just ask the person next to you. Did we hang out outside of class? Not really, but it was someone to say hi to in the hallway, or just ask for homework help, or just talk about random stuff with. Online classes, that's gonna be hard to do. I don't know how I would do that, but never leave your clothes in the washing machine. This is number one. I should have put it first. If you leave your clothes in the washing machine after the time is up, people will physically open the door of the washer, take your clothes out, and put them on top of the washing machine. And unless if you want random people touching your clean laundry, which you probably don't, make sure you set a timer and make sure you are there when it's done, because people are so impatient and they are not willing to wait for you to come back, especially during like peak times in the afternoon when everyone's washing clothes. Next tip is to always wear shower shoes. The ground is nasty, especially sharing it with a group of people that you don't know that well. I really recommend wearing shower shoes, and if you don't, I will silently judge you, maybe even vocally judge you. Next, dino nuggets are $5.99 at Target. Okay, that's a tip. They are great on a Friday night, okay? Shove them in the microwave. Beautiful. Another tip is to leave your phone or alarm clock, whatever you use to wake up in the morning, away from your bed. I know, like, I'm guilty of it. I leave it in my bed too. But I really don't recommend that, because then you just hit the snooze button and you're like, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. But it being across the room from you forces you to physically get up, and that way you're not running late. So my next tip is to take advantage of your school's resources. A lot of schools have places where you can go for extra help, like tutoring sessions, whether that be one-on-one or just you all sit in a room and someone walks around and helps you out. Take advantage of those. If you are stuck, have a question, I do recommend going to your professor's office hours and talk to them about it. They are more than happy to help you out. But if you are in a pinch and want just student interaction, I recommend going to them. They also know what they're talking about. They've taken the classes, they got A's in the classes, they've passed the test to become a peer mentor, and they want to help you. It is their job. They get paid to be there. They want to help. Next, this is roommate stuff. Communicate with your roommate. If there's an issue, talk about it to them, rather than holding it in, then building it up, and then hating your roommate, and then hating your roommate experience, and saying that you had the worst roommate freshman year or any year, really. Just talk to them about it. Maybe they'll be reasonable. If not, that's why we have roommate contracts. Your RA should make you fill out one, and you can rely on that if there's an issue, and then they can also help you mediate the discussion between you and your roommate. If talking to them one-on-one doesn't really help and you need someone else to intervene, your RA is the person to go to for that. Usually people are chill and they want to talk to you about it, and they don't want any issues either. They also have to live there, and no one wants to live in a uncomfortable living environment. So if you're having an issue, they might be having one too. So just talk about it, and hopefully that will help clear the air. Overall, that kind of wraps up my tips for freshmen. If you have any tips below that you want to share, comment them down below, and I will love to hear them, because I am all for tips and tricks on passing school with less stress. So I really hope you found some of these tips helpful and that they made sense. Remember, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and then stay tuned for next time, because there will always be more. Bye!